Hey everyone, this week's workout is a quick one for the legs, all done standing. And if you have a band, it's totally optional, but you can go ahead and place it 2 inches above your knees. We're going to get started, and again, everything's standing. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips, and we're going to take some slow squats here. Start to go down, knees over your ankles, and then slowly squeeze and stand. Just warming up those legs nice and slow. Arms can come to a prayer position in front of you to counterbalance. Your tailbone going back. Weight goes back into your heels. Stand and squeeze those glutes up at the top. Slow and steady. Try to have a nice proud chest the entire time as you go down and as you stand and squeeze back up. So again, feet are a little bit wider than your hips, and if you have that band, there's tension on the band. Try not to let your knees knock in. Make sure your knees are directly over your big toes, and really sending that tailbone back so your knees go over your ankles. Like you're sitting down and back in a chair. All right, let's pick up the pace, starting to speed it up with these squats. Down, squeeze, lift. Good, breathe it out. Moving a little quicker, spiking that heart rate. Try not to round that spine. Good, and last one, let's hold it down. Hold the squat, proud chest. Open up your shoulders. And open the knees, open and close. Good, just a little bit, just enough to feel those outer glutes start to fire up. Little open and close. If you have that band, you're trying to tear it apart, staying in that squat. Really send your tailbone back. Can you get down 1 more inch in that squat? Good, keep pulsing those knees out. And last one, stand all the way up. If you have that band, take it around your ankles. Feet are going to be about hip width apart. Hands can come to your hips. Now bend the knees slightly, send the tailbone back. Take 2 walks to the right. Come on up, 2 calf raises. Again, bend the knees, 2 walks to the left. You could also take your hands in prayer and 2 calf raises. So knees are slightly bent in these walks. You want to try to really walk as far as you can without letting those knees knock in. Tailbone goes back. Good. So really activating your outer thigh, outer glute, and also working those calves as well. Try to keep your core nice and tight. And again, proud chest. Good. See how wide you can walk in those 2 walks to the side, 2 calf raises, 2 walks to the other side. 2 calf raises. Good, let's get 1 more each side. Nice, and we're gonna hold the squat down. Feet are hip width apart. Right leg out to the side. Back in, left leg side, back in. Good, now send your right leg back behind you, back in, left leg back, back in. So we're making like a little box. Right side, right back, left back. Alternating legs. Try to really tear that band apart. And you're tilting forward slightly. Keep a nice long diagonal. Again, keep sending that tailbone back so your knees are going over your ankles and you're not getting added tension in the knees. Nice. If any of this is too much with the band, you could always do it without the band. Band is totally optional here, just for a little added burn. Good. Try to really bend those knees. Get down 1 inch lower. Proud chest. Don't round the spine. Good. Let's get 1 more round. Back and back. Nice. Hold the squat and stand all the way up. Now walk your feet a little bit wider than hip width. We're going for good mornings. Hands go behind your head, elbows wide as you tilt the upper body forward. and then stand and squeeze. So legs stay slightly bent the entire time as you tilt forward. Stand and squeeze, firing up those hamstrings and your glutes. Long, straight spine. Good. Try not to round the spine. Tilt forward just enough to send that tailbone back a little bit further, keeping the knees slightly bent. And again, trying not to turn the knees in since our feet are a little bit wider than hip width, especially with that band. So our legs stay nice and activated. Good. One more. Nice. Quickly shake it out. All right, stay hip width apart with the feet. We're going to work the right leg. Turn the right leg in, step in front of you. Our legs and knees are knocked, and then come back to that squat. So now we're turning the right leg in, right leg only, in a little bit to get that deep glute muscle, and then right back to a squat. Keep the right leg bent. Good. Moving a little faster. In and out. So turning in as much as you can while keeping that knee over big toe. So we're not just turning the knee in, we're turning the whole leg in, knee and toe and hip. Really twist. Send your tailbone back and then come back to neutral in that squat. Good. Keep it going. Resist on that band. How wide can you step away while keeping that leg turned in? Long straight spine again, proud chest. Good. Let's take one more, and then we're going to hold that right leg turned in that lunge, and we're going to pulse up and down on that right leg. Little pulses, up and down. Lift and lower. Try to keep that right leg slightly bent the entire time. Little lift and deepen it, and keep pushing that tailbone back so that knee stays over your ankle. Good. Your entire right foot is on the mat, turned in. Nice, and shake it out. All right, we're going right to the left side right away. Turn the left leg in for that lunge, inverted lunge, and then back to hip width squat. Good. Again, like that. Turn it in and back to that squat. All right, start to pick up the pace. So doing the same thing, but on the other leg now. Good. Really fighting for that inverted leg, getting deeper into that right glute or left glute. Good. Place your entire foot on the mat each time, not just the toes. The entire foot down. It's really sinking into that inverted lunge. Tailbone back with both squats. Good, and we're going to hold this lunge down. We're going to start to pulse that left leg, little pulses. Lift and lower. Good, long straight spine, just little pulses. Just the left leg is completely bent the entire time. Little pulses. Send that knee back, send that tailbone back. Weight is over your left leg. Really getting into that outer glute. Good, couple more. And last one. Awesome work. Shake it out. You can take that band all the way off. And we're going to go for plie squats here. Legs are wider than your hips. Turn the toes out, turn the knees out, hands to your hips. Start to lower all the way down, bend the knees, and then stand and stretch. So as you go down, there's turnout. And we're not going to tilt our upper body forward. I really want you to focus on the inner thighs and outer glutes. Going straight down like you're gliding between two walls. So try not to tilt your tailbone back with these particular squats. Good. And then stand and squeeze, thinking about those inner thighs resisting on the way back up. Standing up nice and tall, core tight. Good. Think down for 2, lift and squeeze for 2. And let's hold this squat down all together. Hold it, arms in a prayer position, and we're pulsing. Good, getting a little bit deeper each time. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Feet are nice and wide, wider than your hips. Proud chest, try not to hinge forward, stay nice and lifted. Don't arch the back. hold it still. Get down 1 more inch and lift your right heel, lower, lift your left heel, lower. So you're staying in that squat and just lifting each heel one at a time. Lift and down. Start to pick up the pace. Good, core tight, shoulders nice and open and wide. Engage your back. Try to get down 1 more inch in that squat. I know it's killer. Go ahead, breathe through it. You're almost there. Now lift both heels, hold, get down 1 more inch, and we're pulsing here with both heels high. If it's too much, you could always keep the heels down and pulse it out. This is how we finish. Good, you got it. Lift those heels, pulse and pulse. Send those knees back. Good, and last one. Awesome work. Shake it out. You're all done. We're just gonna quickly stretch it out, but if you have to go, I totally understand. Grab onto your right foot, stretch the quad. Sit up nice and tall, engage your core so you feel that nice pull through your right side, and swing it front. Lift the knee to your chest, give your glute a little stretch, flex the foot, sit up nice and tall. Good, and let's switch legs, left quad stretch. Gently drawing that heel towards your glute. And swing it forward, grab that knee, bring it towards your chest, stretch out your glute. Just a quick little stretch for this quick workout. Awesome work, you guys. Thank you so much for taking, and I'll see you again next week.